So this is my first makeup type video. I'm Aurora, and I want to get into the beauty industry if I can, but I know it's highly unlikely. So I'm just starting here by making a little portfolio of tutorial type videos on makeup. All music in this video is by a fellow YouTuber named Egg. Her music is really good. She does covers of a lot of Billie Eilish songs. She does covers of Uptown. Sorry. Zoned out. She does covers of like Pumped Up Kick, stuff like that. It's really good. Go check her out. All rights and everything go to her. So yeah, let's get right into the makeup. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is applying a pore minimizing primer by Smashbox. And I'm just going to do that with my hands because I only have one beauty blender and I don't want to get it gunked up with makeup because I just washed it. So just put that on my nose, in my cheeks because that's where my pore is the biggest, and also on my chin. Just get that worked in. And I forgot some songs on this playlist are actually Billie Eilish, like original versions, so credit also goes to her for the music. Okay, so after I've done that, I have a few pimples that I want to cover up. So I'm going to be using this green LA Colors Conceal Correct, sorry, to counteract the red of the pimples. Okay. And once again, using my hands, just rub that in. Sorry about the lighting, I'm just using the light for my bathroom and apparently it's really glary, so hopefully when it gets putting on powder it'll be less. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go in with the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Maybelline foundation. Sorry, L'Oreal, not Maybelline. And my beauty blender is slightly wet, so it'll be a slightly more transparent coverage and it won't be quite as dense and cakey. So you can of course do this more densely if you wanted to. You could use more foundation. For me, I only usually use about 2 pumps, one for the lower part of my face, one for the upper part of my face. And I very rarely go in up here at all with foundation. The closest I get to my eyes is under here to cover up dark circles. But that is just a matter of preference. You can of course do more or less as you see fit. Just try to make sure you don't get it too close to your eyes because it can cause irritation, but it's kind of like a duh kind of thing. Okay, so now we have that acne covered up. We have my skin just covered in a thin layer of foundation. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with a setting powder, sorry, to get that set up so we can start building on with blush and with, eyeshadow and stuff like that. I think I have finally decided on the actual look that I'm going to do in this video, 4 minutes in. Nice. I'm going to be doing a e-girl / soft girl look, and I'll include a little hair portion of the tutorial at the end of the video if you're interested in seeing that. If not, it's totally fine. makes sense. Sorry if you hear like crawling, skittering sounds. I have a sugar glider in the, she's just in here with me, but right now she's trying to fall asleep in the hand towel next to my sink, which is really adorable, but kind of noisy because she's nesting. The product that I'm using for my finishing powder is Revlon Photoready Candid. It's an anti-polluting setting powder, which I really like. And it works pretty well, and it's not super heavy on the face, and it doesn't make your skin feel dry or cakey at all. Okay, so now that's done, I'm not going to go in at all with any contouring because I don't personally, I just don't use it very much. Of course you can do that if you want to with this look, just to your own preference. I am, however, going to go in with the Maybelline Master Contour Kit using the blush and the highlight. So get like a fairly decent amount of blush onto your brush and just go ahead and pack that onto your cheeks. You can smile while putting it on if you want to get a good idea of where that would go to make it look a little bit more natural, because it is a pretty intense blushy look, so it's obviously not going to look natural, but you can make it look more natural by just watching where you place the blush. So I'm just doing a series of very small taps onto the skin to press it in. I'm not really swirling around at all. I normally would, but with this brush it's a little bit more scratchy and it can irritate my skin. So I'm just patting it. Just getting right up under the eyes so it looks as natural as possible. And you have a very nice glowy blush happening. It can make you look a little bit sunburned actually, but I think it's a pretty cute look nonetheless. Sorry if you see me looking just above camera level, that's where my mirror is. At the end of the video I'll show you what the sugar glider looks like because she's pretty adorable. If you want to, you can do a little dab of blush on your chin. Okay, so you see I am very pink, very fleshy, and still very reflective with this light. I am really sorry about that. I'll have to find a better place to record next time so that doesn't happen. Okay, next I'm getting a different brush, still using this palette, and I'm using this fan brush to apply a highlight to my nose, my cheekbones, my brow bones, and right above my cupid's bow. Now if you want to, you can go easier on the highlight because I really like how the glimmer looks, so I go a little bit heavy on it. But once again, if you want to do a more natural type of look, you can go easier with that. On my nose, I'm going in with my finger just so I can get a little bit more of a defined highlight. Give me a taste of that midnight envy, when you're alone without me, when you're insane and I'm in touch. Okay, so now I am super shiny. Forgot to go in right here. There we go. And let's do a little bit on the chin just for good measure. Sorry, I love highlight. I do it literally everywhere, so. Yay. Okay, so now that the face in general is done, I'm not gonna do the hearts right now, I'll do those later. Now that the face in general is done, I'm going to move on to eyes. So with my eyes, I'm going to start by priming them. And I'm using the Photo Finish Primer by Smashbox. Okay, all done. Now I'm going to go in with the Lolita Kat Von D palette. This is one of the more expensive ones. It wasn't too bad. It was only about $25. So still pretty doable. Sorry. So I'm going to go in first with the color Hermosa. Sorry, let me get that in the frame. There we go. And put that all over the lid. And if you get a little bit of fallout, it's okay. It's a pink look. Blend that out with the finger a little bit, and if you have extra color on your brush, you can carry it down under the lid. Just blending out a little bit with the excess on the brush. Looks a little bit like a bruise. It'll look better, I promise. I am getting a cold. Gonna ignore that. Repeat that with the next eye. There we go. And going from there, I'm switching to a slightly smaller brush, to this one. And I'm going in the color Besitos. Second color right here. And just putting that in the center of the lid. So it gives it kind of a lighter on the inside and dark on the outside, like a smoky eye. Repeat that on the other. Okay. Sorry about the reflection from the glass, I'll try to limit that. Okay, now going in with an even smaller brush. I'm using the side of this dual-ended brush. I'm using the smaller oval side. And the lightest color in the palette, Promesa, right here. Of course it closed, right here. and going in right in the inner corner. So you get this really pale pink, nice look that makes your eyes look a little bit bigger. Okay, now going in with the fluffy end of this brush, I'm going to get the color Lolita and Corazon and mix them. And put that in right in the crease. It takes a little bit to build this pigment up that I'm looking for. It's like a darker orangey red color. But once you get it there, it's worth it. It's a really good color. There you go. That's a little bit better. Let me see if I can get the other one to that level. Okay. And I'm also going to take the smaller end of this brush and bring the color Lolita down just below my eyes to bring that in together a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and my hair ties just fell. To just add a little bit of glimmer, because I like shimmery things, as you can probably tell. I love highlighter. And I'm going to use this palette, which is Glitter Storm by Kate London. And it's a very sparkly palette. I'm going to put that in select sections on my eyes. I'm going to use the color Solar, picking that up with the fluffy end of the brush. Also putting that just in the crease. And using this smaller end of the brush, I'm picking up the color Firestorm and putting it in the direct center of my lid. Look at that glitter. That's nice. And just spread that out a little bit. It's less noticeable on the side, so I'm going to go in with a little bit more glitter. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay. Now for eyeliner. So the two eyeliners I will be using today is the No Budge Retractable Eyeliner in Black by e.l.f. So I'm just taking this and tightlining my waterline. I'm leaving the lower waterline alone because I want to have the effect of having larger eyes than I actually do, and leaving the area lighter tends to give that effect. Okay, the next one that I'm going to be using is also e.l.f. It's the H2O Waterproof Eyeliner Pen. I do like this pen, however I have had some issues with it getting a little bit leaky, and that can really mess up a look. So hopefully it won't do that today. So with this I'm going to be doing a cat eye because that is just my favorite thing to do. So I start out by just really giving a fine line right above and in my lashes. So a really clean, fine line. Let's darken that up a little bit here. There we go. And move on to the next eye. There we go. Very neat. Okay, and from here, I draw from the corner of my eye a line going up, and just connect that to that thin line I drew before, and expand that line and make it a little bit thicker. There we go, see? Nice cat eye. Now let's see if I can match it on the other eye. So this one I made a little bit longer and thicker, so I'm just going to change this one a little bit so they match. Oh, I messed up. Nice. Okay, cool. So this is going to go to how you can fix a mess up of eyeliner. Obviously, you can wipe it off, start over, but when you've already had foundation and powder and blush and everything put down first, the easier thing can just be to modify the original design you had in mind. So for here, this is way longer and more exaggerated than I wanted it to be. However, it can still work with this look. So what I'm going to do is just thicken up the line across my entire lid and connect it to a small line going down the bottom to make it look more intentional. You can just smudge that with your fingers a little bit. Okay, there we go. That looks much better than it originally did. And now let's go ahead and edit this side again. go. And now a mistake has become part of the look. Though it did get a little bit leaky and got my eyelashes some, so I'm going to try and clear away some of that excess eyeliner that just got into my crease. Yes, this is not a very official channel at all, and I make a lot of mistakes, like everyone. So we'll see how this goes. It might be a really bad video, and I might end up not posting it. It's already almost 30 minutes long. We will see. Because I don't feel like people would stick around to watch me being stupid for 30 minutes. Because I know I wouldn't. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm just going in here and touching up that little bit that my eyeliner messed up. And darkening up the area in general, so it's harder to tell that there's a mistake there. And so the bigger eyeliner makes a little bit more sense if it's a generally darker look. There we go. See? Pageant queen. Not at all. I don't do any pageants. No. Okay, so what else? Right. Hearts. So I'm using my pen, even though it's kind of leaky. It'll be fine. So you go in right under your eye. You can do it either in the middle or here. I usually do it over here. I think I'm going to try doing it in the middle this time to see how it goes. So I just start off with these two little lines, and then from there I build it into a nice heart. There we go. Cute little heart. Should we do it on both eyes? I think yes. Another heart. Okay, so because of how long this video is, I'm going to do a separate video for, that does not go there. I'm going to do a separate video for the hair tutorial part of this, but because I promised to let you guys see the picture, or not a picture, but see my pet sugar glider, her name is Lady, I'm going to do that now. So let me get her out from her little hiding place. She's mad at me. Yeah. Yeah. Her Ingy. This is her. My little baby. She's nocturnal. She's very upset that I have her out in the daytime. Okay. Bye. Hope you guys liked the video.